Hello and welcome to Rule the Waves 3, playing as France, starting 1890 on Super Large. This is episode 26, December 1913. It is the 9th month of our war against Germany, followed by Austria-Hungary, and now also Great Britain. We are being invaded both in the Med, in Algeria, and now also in the southeast, in Annam. I think that's the middle of the Indochina colonies, but we are being blockaded, so not a lot we can do. All of our friends, our allies, Japan and Russia, are basically ignoring us, leaving us to our fate. So much for alliances. It's a stark contrast to the AI's alliances. Austria-Hungary was allied to Germany, so immediately joined, and Great Britain was allied to Austria-Hungary, so almost immediately joined. So there's a stark divide between how things work when you're the AI and how it works when you're a player. But we knew that already, and we mustn't grumble, so we press on. So let's jump into it. So let's quickly take stock. You can see Great Britain has sailed a huge portion of its fleet, including much of its legacy fleet, to invade. I would say that is excessive. You can also see they have some raiding groups here. That is largely irrelevant. I'm being blockaded, so why would they need raiding groups? But okay, it is what it is. Most of the Med is taken up by Austria-Hungary. They have a pathetic fleet, but I can't get to it anyway, so it's fine, I guess. Germany has a few ships there. Britain has a few ships there, mostly old stuff. The primary blockading agent in Northern Europe is Germany, with some help from Britain. Yeah, I have 4 battle cruisers here, but I haven't. They are in repair. So tensions high, war relations. So basically, my allies hate Germany, but they refuse to join, and US is at 15 and refuse to join, and no one likes Austria-Hungary, and Britain isn't exactly popular. So you'd think that at least one of them would join after nearly a year of fighting, but we'll see. Mustn't grumble, as they say. I do grumble. I should be called a grumbling gamer or something. So I'm being blockaded. Everything I have is either active or on trade protection, except this one that got torpedo, and I don't want to spend an absolute fortune repairing it for nearly half a year for no real gain. Battle cruisers are really punching above their weight, doing what they can. I did put this squadron on this division training thing, and I guess it helped. Both are fair now. One was poor, but maybe that was just fine. These guys are on poor. That is, of course, not ideal, but yeah. I guess I could do something here. Could try to work them up, but then we have the issue of them not contributing to my blockade score anymore. So I don't really want to do that. I can also put them on active, but then I fear that we will be overburdened by these old ships. But maybe we should try that and see what happens for one turn. Sure? Yeah? Okay. You convinced me. These are my minesweepers, and these are my actual trade protection. guys, I was also thinking about maybe sending out some cruisers on raid. I can't send destroyers on raid, but I could send some cruisers. And I think you can even maybe move some cruisers out of your area if you use raid, but there is an intercept chance. It's not a part of the game that I have really delved very much into. So let's quickly press turn here and see what happens. Yeah, this is of course bound to happen. Cruiser battle. And now I'm getting a lot of old stuff, but I'm also getting some new stuff. Okay, my old stuff is very bad, but we shall try to see what happens. So we have an unknown ship. These are my best, so to speak. Okay, we have a strong breeze, 22 knots, so we are not all that affected by the weather and speed because everyone has to go slow anyway. Probably save. No. These are just 19 knots. And I have my light cruisers. I can detach those. Can they also go 22? Yes. That's great. Do I have any old light cruisers? No. But I have quite a few destroyers, so the Norwegian bases are proving to be very useful. So, what is this? More cruisers? Did I not? I didn't change the formation, that was the problem. So, here we are! Shots fired! Not sure who shot, but it's not important. Let's just bring... These are the light cruisers, they can go straight ahead. Battle cruisers. These guys are completely out of formation, but much I can do about that. I mean, we can try to get them to do a flotilla attack. Don't think it will help, but yeah. These are already on max. Two side glitzes. Okay, they are turning into my legacy cruisers. I like that. Can try to... What happened to my bloody turret? Yeah, I have one forward turret and it immediately jams. I mean, come on. Come on, guys. Be gentle. I mean, these can go 22, so yeah, this one is far in the back anyway, so we'll make the best out of it. Oh. I mean, yeah, sure. I don't think my speed 19, that front one can do 20, that can maybe be useful. 22 knots. Okay. The destroyers can also do 22 knots. Oops, engine room hit. My hope was to see if they would turn and maybe I could get the torpedo off, but I don't see that happening. Oh, maybe. It's not severely damaged as a disabled turret and some secondary guns knocked out one secondary gun. This one just the turret being jammed, of course. Now this has one wing turret on target. Very impressive. Don't think I have arc, but let us check. It's not that far, it's just that we're going so fucking slow. Oh, yeah, get out of there, boy. That was rough. It was something of a gamble to see if I could pressure him into making a dumb mistake or something. But I think we need to give him some space. But okay, they have been good in taking quite a few hits for me, so that is positive, I guess. These guys are lagging behind, but it can't be helped. Wrong breeze. Still 22. Now my rear guns can fire. Rear guns can be a challenge, but since they are likes to run away. Which is another reason you have to have a superior speed, because then you can slide out on the flank and get creative. Belt extended. Belt extended is always good. An interesting choice of maneuver. This one needs to stay on the flank, like I said. Yeah, that's still doing 20 knots though, so critical hit rudder. Yeah, it's gonna go out of formation, nothing I can do about that. But normally the division should now split up. I'm not seeing any of that. Yeah, there it splits. Vercingetorix, light cruiser, heavy cruiser. Yeah. I mean, my light cruisers are cool and mannerly, of course, but they can't really fight with battle cruisers. Yeah, sure. Someone has to eat those shots, and if they want to spend their guns shooting my small fry, then fine. Medium damage, but they're well armored, so they haven't lost any speed, unfortunately. Still a strong breeze, plenty of daylight. Well, plenty is relative, of course. Do you remember the time when I had my gunnery turned off on my battle cruisers? That was not ideal. It's kind of funny to look back at, though. No, you need to keep an eye on these rear turrets. Without them, I have no firepower whatsoever. Light damage now. Still holding up well enough. And my battle cruisers aren't taking a lot of return fire, just some scattered light guns, it seems. Means that our hit chance is fairly high. Yeah, they're not being shot at, but sea state, that's what's killing the gunnery at this time. Yeah, it's slowed down to 15. That is very interesting. This one is trying to slowly inch in front of it to disturb it a bit. Oh, my front turret is back in action as well. Very good. Did it go back up to 20? Yes, it did. Wonder was that. I mean, they are well armored, but really, realistically, how many shots have they eaten? Probably fewer than I think. Because many of the hits are for 6-inch guns, and I like, oh, they are sinky. That's not how it works. Taken 11 hits, but 4 of high speed increases flooding. Nah, no flooding. Oh, here it comes. Comes the torpedo. And it turns. Turning costs energy. In other words, speed. Yeah. Okay. Maybe if his light forces hadn't run away separately, maybe they could have screened them more effectively. I don't know. Yeah, let's head for Stavanger. December raining. Yeah, it's pretty accurate weather. Oh, we can go to Bergen instead. Seems like the rest of my fleet wants to go to Bergen. Funny dialect. Funny dialect. Oh, poor guy. Well, he gave it. Sure. Gale. Okay. So, I lost that destroyer. He lost 2 battle cruisers. Oh, he had 4 heavy cruisers. Who knows what they could have contributed? And I only saw one of his 6 destroyers. 6 destroyers would have made the approach much harder. So, yeah, ship details. Oh, one of those cannot be sunk armored cruisers. Tough, but no firepower, of course. Exit battle, leave scenario. 2 prestige, more victory points. Battle of Bergen, yeah. New docks complete. 2 subs, 15-inch guns. But finally, one ally joins, the least interesting ally, but it's worth something, I would say. Yeah. Uh, they join against Germany though, so yeah. But now we are at war with the same guys, so now they probably could end up joining against Great Britain as well. Yes, so it's January 1914, so a quick status report we can do even if we're at war. Dock size, yeah, I'd like to build dock size, but I won't because it costs money and I'm ahead of my competitors or my peers if you want, so it's fine. Budget is good, but at some point Germany got an artificial boost, probably from losing so much. They are now building something. Great Britain has also been artificially inflated, probably for the same reason, but at least they can hide behind being a global naval power, having that trait. I'm not sure what's up with uh, Germany. So together they have 4 times almost my budget. Three, almost 4. No, let's say 3 times. That's more realistic. More than that, but you know what I mean. Japan has joined, but Japan, yeah, they might send some light help. I don't expect great things, but never hurts to have an ally. The only drawback here is Russia and Japan aren't exactly super friendly. So I would have much rather preferred to have Russia join me because they could have helped me with the situation here. So we have not good construction anymore. Now our construct maintenance and repair is twice construction. I like it to be the other way around, but can't be helped. Yeah, sure, I could bring down intelligence, save a few hundred, but finally I have high, medium, high. 500 for Naval Academy, fine. Research, yeah, I could save a few hundred by taking it down to 10%, but it's not going to win or lose me the game. In terms of construction, these two will clear in 6 months. Should help my finances quite a bit. Actually, thinking about it, I'm running out of money too fast with all the repairs, so I'm gonna halt this one. I have quite a few ships now repairing. How much is it to repair this one? 500-600. Seems a bit expensive for this ship. On the other hand, can probably use every ship to sort of try to break the blockade. Could maybe build some armed merchant cruisers. Not sure how many points they contribute. And I could try to go raiding, but not my style. That would actually put me in the black. To do that for 1 or 2 turns, but I can also just do this. Okay, sure. So things are doing fine. We are working out on the usual tech. We have some lighter than air that can be dropped down to low. And I could increase 1 to medium, or I could take hull up to high. Auto move ASV ships, auto move subs. I only have short range subs, and I'm only present in Northern Europe, so that won't help with anything. These faxes are on trade protection, where they are needed. Yeah, many of my ships are still poor, but I guess they will be fair soon. So, looking at the blockade numbers, I mean, I've dealt Germany some severe blows here, but together with Austria-Hungary and Great Britain, they still greatly out-tonnage me. And now you can see the British are returning from Southeast Asia. Kind of weird that they didn't leave more ships here to support the invasion, but maybe they are feeling the pressure, or maybe it's just the AI likes driving back and forth. It could be it. So, in 1 month, 2 months, they will be back, and no matter how much damage I do, they can still blockade me. But as long as we keep slaughtering them, we can keep unrest down. They could come here and invade Corsica. Again, there isn't a whole lot I can do about that, but eventually I hope to turn things around. Eventually. They did send out those peace feelers where they basically asked me to just go home and accept that I would gain nothing from this war other than the fun of sinking enemy ships. So Germany keeps sinking, Great Britain keeps sinking, but they somehow manage to put out more ships than I can sink. I feel I have some semblance of control over their battle cruisers at the moment. These are much beefier. They could even have bigger guns. Probably faster. These are bigger, could have 14-inch guns. I don't know. But my point is they now have quite a few 8 operational battleships. So we'd like to sink some of them, please. So we'll move forward in a second. Yeah, more coffee. Little bit of a headache today. Feeling a little bit poorly. Could be a cold or something. I don't know. Or just age, I suppose. Yeah, probably just age. Yeah. So I'd like to do some creative stuff with movement and invasions and all of that, but still blockaded. But finances are doing much better now, and we only have one destroyer repairing, and of course this torpedoed old cruiser. But I basically want those 5 points of blockade value, also a bit of obsessive compulsive repair disorder. Is that a thing? Yeah, it's definitely a thing. Divisions looking good, I guess. Just see if we have anyone that completely lacks low average. I'm just gonna clear the ships from this division and give them to this division. 2 is not effective anymore. This one doesn't have any commanders. Like I always try to build a little bit of destroyers, a few destroyers here and there during war. So I always have some in the pipeline, but obviously that hasn't worked out here. My own fault, really, but yeah. Unrest is up to 1. That is to be expected eventually. Quick look at the almanac. Germans are now down to 1 and 1 building. So battleships, I'm not too concerned with. They have 8 and 2 building. That's quite a bit, but I have a few more coming now. So turn. That is uncalled for. Enemy coastal bombardment. Okay. Why can't I have my 4th battlecruiser? Been repaired. This is unfair. Great Britain, I suppose they are back in force, but this is a good force for me. So sweeps, detects, marks, mine, 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 mine. Sure. Save. Darkness, yes, 1 o'clock or 0044. Nah, gonna put it on manual, otherwise they will get confused and just wander off into the dark. Green, yeah. Have some. Problem is, this is the channel, so if the AI gets the chance to run away, it can easily escape to either Dover or Portsmouth. On the other hand, if I meet a very big force like the one time where I had to run away from those German and British battle cruisers, then I have the EP in the vicinity. So I think I would start by heading in the direction of Dunkirk and these minefields. See if we see anything, which we won't since it's night still. Drop speed. Okay. And a transport, possibly. We will investigate by going not to 27 right away, but 25. No, it's an enemy force, I think. The idea here was to hook up around this area, maybe wait for daylight, I don't know, then come around back down here. Sort of position myself between any British and their base, but that isn't happening now. There's base here, so this could be the shortest battle ever. Those aren't light cruisers, are they? No, looks like destroyers to me. Okay, we have a runner. Yeah. Destroyer. That might actually, no. This could be a light cruiser, but I think destroyers. That is a battle cruiser, I'm sure. There could probably be more. Awkward. Davut. Gonna sink, I'm sure. Is a 500 tonner, yeah. Oh, okay, so these are really light cruisers. Destroyer, destroyer, destroyer. Cruiser, 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 maybe cruiser. Definitely battle cruiser. I won't shoot more than one because the chances of me actually hitting very low. Canada class, 14 6-inch and decent armor and decent speed. It's not horrible. I don't hate it. This. Why? Why? Oh my God. I mean, it's a narrow aspect, but could happen. Could happen. Sounded like cope, I know, but yeah. At the round, okay, it got hammered, and this one is also in big trouble. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19. It's including 12-inch hit on a single 12-inch hit, but no, two more 3 12-inch hits, and it's light damage now. It's a battle damage assessment. We cannot perfectly know. Why are you going down there? This is your squadron. Okay, it's coming around. Now it is heavy damage and on fire. So good. Nice. Oh, I need to take off the lock. It gets kind of... There he is. Oh, that destroyer actually launched a torpedo, but I got hit by a torpedo. That did no flooding, but it did kill my speed. Okay, yeah. Ah, ah, goodbye. Okay, it's worth it. I don't hate the game, I hate myself, but yeah, nice. Uh, let's just circle here until something happens. No? See, you leave the supporting light cruisers on AI for just a few seconds and they completely mess up their formation. Light damage. Okay, yeah, that's lucky. Took a torpedo, light damage. Took a torpedo, light damage. I'm playing a high risk game, of course. So at this stage, torpedoes are both faster, longer ranged, and do more damage. I have to accept that these things can happen, and then I will grumble about it, but it is what it is. Torpedo, yeah, it was the. I was pretty sure it was the battle cruiser doing the torpedoing this time. My angle of attack wasn't. Yeah, it had two torpedo tubes, fired two shots, perfect hits on both my battle cruisers. Doesn't happen often. Could have been avoided with a better approach, but I slowly slid into that perfect slot for a spread. But we got. I lost two destroyers, both 500 tonners. What? Thinking sunk. No, a 700 tonner and a 500 tonner. Okay, yep. Exit, leave, prestige, Bologna, blueprint. Yeah, that's my worry. They are now coming with 14-inch guns. And I have one, maybe two battleships with 14-inch gun coming. And you can see they have also enough armor on belt and turrets to definitely laugh off 12-inch guns. So this would take some getting used to. But it had to happen. Improved diving gear, more sub stuff. Madagascar. Austrian and Japanese navies in Northern Europe. Cool. Germany lost some destroyers, always good. And no, Russia still doesn't want to join. I think we are nearing the end of this episode. I think it is now close to an hour or maybe more than an hour. So we will leave off once we have a quick look at things. Yeah. So Austria-Hungary has left the building, gone back home. I'm outmassing the Germans quite a bit, but now they are back up to almost 600. So that blockade isn't going to be lifted anytime soon. But the US is mobilizing, so eventually we will probably see them move a big stack down to the Caribbean and sit there. But hopefully the Japanese can join the war against not only some of my enemies, but also Great Britain. And it would also be fun if Russia actually honors its alliance. But let's put it this way, I will never again sell them any technology, and if they ask for help, I will maybe not give it, no? Rat bastards that they are. Now, okay, not that lightly damaged. They still need 2 months of repairs. That's unfortunate, but my own fault. Entirely my own fault. It could have been avoided. It could have been a perfect win, but I chose to do it in a stupid manner, and I'm paying for it. Yeah, some destroyers repairing, but that's not important. No one's building a lot of good destroyers. That is very important. So, thank you for watching episode 26, the beginning of a world war kind of thing. So, see you next time.